everyone, my name is Ekaterina Sky and I'm a visual artist and I'm the creator of the project called Animalize. My usual medium is acrylic on canvas, so I kind of want to discuss with you my experience with oils and kind of what I've learned and what I think you guys should consider if you're planning to start painting with oil. So the first point, and I feel is one of the most important ones, is to give yourself more time. Why? Because for me, for example, it took me 3 times longer than would usually with the same size for the same canvas and acrylics. Especially if it's a commission, make sure that you tell your client that you will have the painting ready later if they want it in oil. Point number 2, find a diluent that fits you. First, you need to see the consistency that works best for acrylics that you like to work with. If you like to work with fluid acrylic, something that you would like to add a lot of water and to have it run on the canvas and to have more thin, detailed brush strokes, then you would need a thinner oil. So if you like to work with more fluid paint, then you best will be using a refined linseed oil. But if you notice that in acrylics you like to work with heavier layers, thicker paint, so I would recommend you go for Stent oil because it has a thicker consistency and it will give you the desired effect that you like. For me, as I paint a lot of little hairs and tiny brush strokes, I prefer linseed oil personally for wildlife. As for the diluent, I would recommend you to use Gamsol, the 100% pure odorless mineral spirit. So I really like it because it doesn't smell like turpentine, which is very toxic and I just can't handle it. So step number 3, I would recommend you to have 4 of these. Well, one the diluent, another one is the oil, and the same third one diluent, and fourth one is oil. So 2 of them will be for lighter colors and 2 of them will be for darker colors. Point number 4, oil can be toxic. So make sure if you do purchase oil paint that you choose the one that's not toxic or your room is very well ventilated. And even if you choose non-toxic, still make sure there's enough air and you have open windows or air conditioning or air purifier, something to help you keep breathing. Point number 5, make sure that you choose your palette beforehand and you do little sketches on which you look at the colors that mix well together in oil, so then this way you choose the right pigmentation, because sometimes some colors they mix and you're like, especially coming from acrylic, you get overwhelmed and you're just like, oh my god. So yeah, test it. Point number 6, I haven't tried that yet, but I find it could be actually better is painting by areas, because this way you have all the paint wet and you finish one area and then you move to another one and then another one. This way I find it will save you time, because otherwise it can get overwhelming and things, it's just a different working technique as with acrylics, because acrylic all dries and then you continue. Point number 7, brushes. If you have acrylic brushes, make sure that you understand that if you use them with oil, you cannot use them with acrylics again. Yeah. So if you won't like oil, you might be wasting your brushes. So either get other brushes or just say, I'm gonna try with these ones are older, and then you get new set for acrylics. Point number 7. If you find that some layers taking you too long and then you might prefer actually to have the first layer dry much faster, try mixed media. Try painting it first with acrylics and then covering up in oil. That's what I'm going to do for my next painting. If you want to know what's going to happen next, stay tuned. Yeah, just make sure that you don't put acrylic on top of oil, because the oil will repel the water, so it won't work. So yeah, always oil goes on top of acrylic. And the last step, number 9, is it might get overwhelming. You might want to give up, but don't. Because by finishing this painting, it will allow you to learn so many things that will help you for your next painting. And actually by pushing yourself, you don't know what final effect you can get with oil unless you actually try. So yeah, I really hope guys these tips were helpful to you. I would be really happy happy if you stick with me on my channel or follow me on my Instagram, whatever you guys like. Thank you for watching. Please be kind to animals.